What is going on, everyone? This is Ryan with Automatic Comics. I was not planning on putting out another video today, but I was just notified about this book. And as a person who has talked a lot about CGC 9.9s over the last, I don't know, year and a half, something like that, I felt like I just had to film this and get this out there as quickly as I could. So if you see this on your screen, this is not an illusion. This cert number is a real CGC cert number. We are on the CGC page. This book was just graded 2 days ago, July 7th, 2025, a 9.9. Ultimate Fallout 4. It is not the reprint or anything. It doesn't have the little red around the Marvel, anything like that. This is a legitimate graded 9.9. It's so soon. It's so early to it being added. On the census, it doesn't even show that there are any 9.9s on the census yet because it hasn't been incorporated yet. The other really interesting thing, this is what's super surprising to me about this submission, is it's only this one book. Like, doesn't that feel weird? That feels weird to me. I'll say that feels weird to me. Does it feel weird to you? It feels weird to me. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But the reason I say that is that if you know how we look up cert numbers, the submissions count up like from here. So you can have up to 25 books in a single submission. So it starts at 1, then goes 2, 3, 4, all that. We enter in 2. There's nothing. Nothing there. This is the only book in this submission, and it gets a 9.9. Now, we already know where this is going to pop up. I hadn't seen this yet, but the person who notified me of this said it's showing up in the next Comic Link auction. So this single book submitted through Comic Link ends up as a 9.9. I haven't even looked at Comic Link's site yet. Let's go check it out. Let's go see if it's on there. You're going through this with me. I'm excited. My hands are shaking a little bit. I mean, this is the first Ultimate Fallout 4 9.9 we have ever had for the first print. This book is one that we've talked about. It's insane. Look at this. 4,998 graded copies of Ultimate Fallout 4 just in a 9.8. 9.9s. It's this book that just feels like it's absurd that this book does not have a 9.9 out there. And now all of a sudden it does. Does that mean the floodgates are going to open? Are we going to be getting a bunch of 9.9s of this book? Who knows? Maybe this is the only one. Maybe this is the only one that ever will be, or maybe there are going to be an absolute ton of them that pop up. All right, let's go to Comic Link here. So we're going to go and see their next featured auction starts August 15th. Let's see what they've got in here. I mean, they've got to have this Ultimate Fallout 4 in here. Let's see if we can search for this. So Ultimate Fallout number 4. And there it is. There you go. Ultimate Fallout 4, single highest graded copy. Bidding hasn't started yet. Auction starts August 15th. You've got a month and a week to start putting that cash together to get ready to bid on this book. What is it going to sell for? That is a big, big question. So if we go and look at GPA, we kind of see what a 9.8 goes for. 9.8 going around $900,000, somewhere in that range right now. 90-day average, 898, 12-month average, 900, last sale, 951. 9.9s, we talked about this a lot, traditionally sell for something like 20 times the 9.8 price. That would put this upwards of $18,000, $20,000. But as the single highest graded copy, I imagine this one is going to, I mean, who knows? But I imagine this one is going to maybe do better than that. I would not be surprised if this book exceeds $20,000 for the 9.9. It would not surprise me at all. I bet there are going to be a lot of people very, very interested in this book. And let's look at what some other prices. I mean, we've got the variant that's going down around $9,000 now. So the variant 9.8 is going around $9,000. The newsstand 9.6, you can see here, sold in 2023 for $11,000. A 9.8 newsstand hasn't sold since 2020. It probably would go for, I don't know, $15,000 today, maybe somewhere in that range. Maybe it goes for 20. But yeah, the 9.9 of the first print, man, it's finally here. I'm so excited about this. I'm absolutely going to be watching this to see what this one ends up selling for. Now, let's take a close look at this book. That's the next thing, you know, you always want to do. You got to check and see, like, why of all the books that have been graded, all the books. Now let's look at this. The total out of almost 20,000 graded copies. This is the one that CGC finally decided to give the 9.9 to. Let's take a close look at it. See what a 9.9 Ultimate Fallout 4 looks like. So then we've got a sharp corner up here, sharp edges, sharp corner here. Right edge looks fine. Maybe, I don't know, a little something. Right edge looks fine. Again, a little, I don't know, a little something there. I don't know if that's something or not, but I don't know. I don't know, that bottom right corner. Is that a reflection, or is that a little blunting? Now, the tricky part with this book, there are some things along the spine that are part of the art, and I can never remember which ones they are. I'm pretty sure that's not a spine tick. I don't know about that one, though. So we've got to pull up another 9.8. We've got to pull up a 9.8 and take a look at that and just see, because I've got to compare it with something else. Let's take a look at this 9.8 here, just to see, is that also on there? Okay, they both are. Like that one, I was almost 100% sure that was part of the art. Looks like that might be too then. Let's see. I don't know. That's not the exact same shape and everything. That could just be like equivalent spine ticks. All right, we got to find another one. And we can't just stop at one here. Let's see if this one has it. Doesn't. Oh. So the 9.9, pretty clear spine tick. I mean, this is the book that we've been waiting for like 15 years for a 9.9 to find. I mean, like they had to know this is going to be scrutinized, like seriously scrutinized, that this is the book that gets the 9.9. And that looks like a very clear spine tick. Now, I know in Matt Nelson's interview with Swaggle House Comics, he said you can have a spine tick in a 9.9. But I'm going to tell you, the first Ultimate Fallout 4 that I give a 9.9 to is not going to have a spine tick on it. And this one, at least from this picture, and I'm comparing it to this other copy of Ultimate Fallout 4, which does not have that, telling me it is not part of the art. That's got a very clear color breaking spine tick. Now, maybe it's catching the light. Maybe it's not color breaking. Maybe it's just catching the light. Well, let's keep going. That's the first one we see. See if there's anything else. All right. Nothing else. Nothing else jumping out. But man, if I had waited 15 years to pick an Ultimate Fallout 4, and we got to check the back too. Pick an Ultimate Fallout 4. Oh, gosh. All right. Now we got to check that too. That looks like a flaw too. Oh, man. That's probably the tick carrying over to the back. Got a little blunting down in that corner. I don't know. If like I said, if I had waited 15 years, this book came out in 2011, so 14 years, whatever. We'll say close enough. To pick a copy to give a 9.9 to, it would not have those flaws on it. But we all know that the rule is by the grade, not the book. And so it does not matter if this book has what appears to be a color breaking spine tick down in the bottom left corner, or that it also appears to have a color break in the upper right corner. None of that matters. The only thing that matters is that it says 9.9. And because of that, this book is going to sell for probably $20,000 or more. I would not be surprised at all. I mean, 30,000 wouldn't surprise me. 40,000 would surprise me. I'd say that would, but 30,000 wouldn't. I mean, 20,000 is probably what I expect, but I could see that number going even higher because it says 9.9. But let me know what you think in the comments. Is this book truly a 9.9? Did it deserve to get this 9.9? Does that mean that because this is now the 9.9 that we are going to see other copies also come out? So that's the other thing. Just be careful out there when you're bidding. You know, like this may not be the only one, especially when you see the flaws that are, that are on it. But let me know in the comments. It's all in fun. I just love following this stuff. It's this extreme end of grading. And I know it gets people real worked up. And that's also part of the fun for making these videos. But yeah, 9.9, it's going to go for a ton of money. It's going to be interesting to see what it sells for. Questionable 9.9 in my opinion. But hey, that's the joy of being the person that gets to look at this from the outside, and then we'll just get to see what it sells for. But hopefully you enjoyed this. If you did, please hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell, and I will see you on the next one.